Hey everybody, Cody Martens here. I'm a local realtor here in Portland, and today I'm sitting down with a good friend and colleague of mine, Diana McCready, with Keller Williams Realty Portland Central. Diana, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Cody.
And what are we talking about today, Diana?
We're talking about the fall season for sellers. Is the fall and winter a good time to sell your property, to put your property on the market? And I get this question every year about this time of the year.
Yep.
Somebody who's thinking about making a move may say, well, we don't want to sell our house in the winter, do we? Shouldn't we ought to wait until spring?
Right.
We have a lot of information that would indicate that actually the fall and winter are very good times to sell your house.
As far as maybe some of the numbers go, what does a typical winter time look like in terms of inventory and sales?
So for example, a typical number for December may be that there are only 1,000 new listings coming into the market, but there are 1,500 sales. So the absorption rate is really eating away at the supply. There's more demand than there is supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about the types of buyers that you get in the winter months.
Yeah, so these are buyers don't hurt. I always say buyers don't hibernate in the winter, especially in our Portland metro area. We have, as you know, fairly mild climate. We're not buried in snow typically, and buyers really buy all year round for all kinds of reasons. Portland is a very diverse demographic. We have, young people just coming into the market. We have older people that are maybe retiring and downsizing, and then everything in between. So we may have buyers who maybe they just sold their house and now they need that replacement property, and they can't really time that. They just got a buyer in September and now they're ready to buy their replacement home in October. A lot of transferees coming into Portland may happen towards the end of the year. So Intel and Nike do a lot of transfers towards the end of the year. I just heard that there are 800 transferees coming in from Santa Fe for Intel. So that's generally going to happen towards the end of the year. There could be people who maybe their lease has just expired, and so now they're ready to buy. They've just been kind of sitting on their lease until it's over, and now they're ready to buy. Maybe somebody just got a windfall, an inheritance or something like that, and now they're ready to buy. And these people don't necessarily want to wait till spring. I mean, why would they?
Yeah.
It's, they're ready to get into the market now and take advantage of these interest rates, which right now are 3.5 to 3.9% for a mortgage interest rate. There's a lot of great reasons to be thinking about selling in the fall and winter.
Yeah, I heard it say once, buyers and sellers are buying and selling houses every day regardless. And you may have times of the year where there are more, and you may have times of the year where there are less. But just like you said, people buy and sell for so many different reasons. And we're not relegated to seasonality necessarily like some other climates might be.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about what some benefits might actually be for a seller who is thinking about selling in the winter months.
Yeah, huge benefits. If you're thinking about selling in the fall or winter, you have less competition. You see typically in May and June lots of houses coming on the market, and those sellers have to get actually very competitive with each other. And if they don't have an offer by say July, they really have to start looking at bringing down their prices because they kind of missed the mark there. So in the fall and winter, you have less competition. There aren't as many sellers. Like I said, in December, there's maybe only 1,000 new listings coming onto the market, where in June there was 4,000.
Right.
So less competition. Buyers get very excited about new listings. There are a lot of buyers out there that have already seen all of the inventory and they've passed it over. It's not for them, and they're waiting for the next great listing to come on the market. So if you're new, you're going to have all the buyers, looking at you.
Yeah.
Properties can look beautiful in the fall and winter months here in Portland. We have beautiful fall colors. You can easily, decorate and bring a little warmth and hominess to your home with some, you know, Halloween and Thanksgiving colors.
Yeah.
And certainly during the holidays, you know, just the warmth. And you don't want to over decorate if you're selling your home during the winter holidays, but, you know, to bring in some pretty lights and things like that. Homes can show so beautifully in the fall and winter, and it feels good to a buyer to walk in and, you know, see the warmth of a fireplace or just feel the heat on, and it's a really cozy, great feeling for buyers.
Well, Diana, thanks so much for the great information. It does sound like, you know, if moving is something that you want for your family, that it's important, you know, give Diana a call to talk through your options and to not try and time the market based on seasonality, because there are always reasons why it's a good time to sell, and the most important reason is because it's the right time for you.
It's the right time for you.
Yeah.
That is a great way to close this. I always, people say what's a good time to sell or make a move. I always say when it's the right time for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, and we will talk to you very soon.
Yeah. Thanks, Cody.
Yeah.